Professor Christopher Teo. He will talk to us on the role of complementary therapy, in particular herbal treatment, from a botanist's perspective. Professor Christopher Teo is a professor of botany, practices in Penang, Malaysia, at Cancer Care. Professor Teo.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for your invitation and hospitality, for bringing me all the way from Penang to talk to you. And definitely it's my privilege to be here to share with you what I have got to do with herbal medicine. Discovery is to see what everybody has seen, but to think what anybody has not thought it before. I am a botanist, and I am not trained as a medical doctor. I am not a Chinese sensei either. So, I don't have to be confined to the same perspective. I don't see things through the same window. Having taught in the university for the last 26 years, I'm a professor of botany, I use that training trying to solve a problem. That's it. Therefore, you may not agree what I do, but bear with me. So my first basic guiding philosophy is that my hands, but God kills. He leads, I follow. Totally different. And because of that, in 1995, me and my wife started Cancer Care, right in the sitting room of our home, with no business grant whatsoever. What happened is that we started to help one person who was down with liver cancer. And today, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 years, I have helped roughly 3,000 people. And what is our aim is to provide care and love, irrespective of religion, race, or material rewards. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I want to fix my views. What is it? What's my principle? I do not substitute medical doctors. I do not say that you got cancer or not. You go and see your doctors. That's the first thing. I never promise a cure. Third, I advocate the healing of the whole person. I have 4 objectives set up. First is that to help patients attain a peace of mind. When the doctor says, you got cancer, the whole world collapsed, broken to pieces. Now, I try to piece it back. I help patients to attain a better quality of life. That's the second one. Third is to help patients to recover or to heal, to foster friendship and love and care for each other. In all these 4 objectives, I think for 3 objectives, I think I'm very happy that we have achieved them. In terms of healing or to cure, as I said, I don't do it. It's God who does it. There is a farm where I grow the herbs, whatever herb that I need. Of course, I imported some herbs too, but we have a farm to back up. Well, being trained in tissue culture, if these plants, they normally grow in a while, but there's not enough supply, then we have to multiply them. When I have a tissue culture lab, I multiply the plants in my tissue culture lab. Well, if I have time, I sit down and formulate all this. In fact, in this lab of mine, I have got 250 types of different Chinese herbs. And after that, we encapsulate them, we formulate, encapsulate them. At the end of the day, twice a week, I sit down to counsel people and help people in the problem. And at the end of the day, a professor never dies. He still writes books and tells people about this. So to start with, I'm trying to find out what is it I'm after. Face it. It appears to me that a lot of people who come and see me, they have breast problems, lung, colon, rectum, liver, ovary, uterus, and this. These are the main things. And of course, now I've seen all kinds of problems. Now, what are these people? They have all gone to see their doctors. Because that's what I said. I'm not a medical doctor. Go and see your doctor first. All right. 100% have seen the doctors. And most of them, 40%, 30-40% of them has already undergone surgery, chemo, or radiation, or the combinations. And then 36% of them actually have no other choice, no other way. Some people say, go home and die. So where else do they go? I'm the last stop. Apart from the cancer, what are the problems they are facing? Here is the repeat of the previous speakers. They have pain, 25% of them presented with pain. 16% constipated. A lot of them, 15% cough, ascites, swelling of the leg, swelling of the arm, distended abdomen, and some of them on chemo and radiation, and you know what that means, all the side effects. The cancer care therapy, I tell them 5 things. The first thing is that give your total commitment. In other words, if you can't believe, don't believe, then don't take the herb. If you ask me whether the herb, how does it work, I don't know. Alright? But if you don't believe, don't take it. Alright? For one thing, if you take it, you do not take. I know that. Second is that seek proper medical advice. But also understand there's a limit to what medical science can do. Third, take herbs. Eat rightly. 4 and 5, lead a happy life. If you cannot live a happy life, I'll show you how to do it. Alright? These are the 5 steps. Alright. What do I do? Of course, a botanist, I get associate myself with herbs. The strategy is this. Of course, my main thing is I just call it capsule A, not figure out A and B. That's all. No basic thing. This is actually a long-term view of detoxification for cancer. After that, I have to take care of the periphery, all the associated problems like pain. Then they have specific herbs for their cancer. If they have stomach, we have stomach cancer. If they have got liver, I give liver herbs, and the whole range of it. So that's specifically for their cancer. That's for their pain. Then when they have cough, then we end up having cough mixtures, herbs for cough. When if they have abdominal distension or fluid in the stomach, we'll give them all that. And then when they have constipation, we give them. But one thing, these herbs are not for kiasu because they are very bitter, the taste is terrible. But don't worry, take it. Evaluation. Yes, this is the main problem. Alright? You know, I understand, okay, all of us are scientists, we understand that the standard scientific practice is that we should be able to measure, we should be able to reproduce, we should be able to predict. And this story is not acceptable to the scientific world. Alright? We understand that. That is from the point of view of the science. But if you talk about holistic view, then you can say that there is no such thing as separating objective and the subjective. This is not said by me. Herbert Benson, a Harvard professor of medicine, agreed that said that there is no such thing as objective or subjective. A person is well, he feels well, he feels well. Well, the machine cannot measure it, too bad. If a person who was sick, then he come in with a beautiful smile that he's happy the next 1 week, no machine can measure that of healing. Second, stories or anecdote is real and true. It's not a bluff, it's real and true. This is where a botanist comes in. I am also a specialist in tissue culture. My main job is to look at the odds, to the exceptional. And what do? I ask my students to multiply them, mass propagate them. So everybody become intelligent, everybody become beautiful, sort of thing. That is my specialty. Therefore, what I'm looking at it is, if this person who took the herb and did so well, can't I just mass propagate or clone them? This is the challenge.